Let's dive into the discussions shaping the nation.
Thanks a lot. Taoiseach, do you agree that it's completely inappropriate for the Minister for Justice to act separate from an independent process and make a finding about a complaint by members of the public about how they were treated by the Gardaí at the Mothers Against Genocide protest? Quite incredible. The Minister coming out and saying footage shows Dáil allegations about strip searching of protesters, quote, were false. The Minister didn't even claim to have seen this footage. He's basing it on reports of the Garda Commissioner, and then, as Deputy Coppinger has pointed out, in fact, the Garda Commissioner hasn't seen it. In fact, there is no such footage. It's simply a question of the Minister for Justice hearing from the Garda Commissioner that, oh, the Gardaí, we've investigated ourselves, and don't worry, we didn't do anything wrong. Absolutely incredible. Do you not agree that there needs to be an independent process? We repeated, by the way, the stories that the women told us, and we believe the Mothers Against Genocide. We repeated them not just inside the Dáil, because there was a question of abuse of Dáil privilege, but also outside the Dáil. We're fully free and able and willing to continue to do that. But do you agree there needs to be an independent process, that the Minister should withdraw this incredible attempt to describe these mothers as liars and allow them to proceed with their complaint to FISRU before passing any judgment?
Deputy Corey. Just to say generally, on the operational issues, those are matters for the Garda Commissioner. I'm not in a position to intervene in terms of the operational organisation of An Garda Síochána. And the issues have been there for quite some time. The Minister is in a very difficult position if the Garda Commissioner has not been invited to the conference as well. And that his predecessor took the same position. And I accept that position, by the way. I think the Garda Commissioner should be invited to the conference. That's my view. I think boycotting the commissioners and not inviting him, I think was a mistake. There should always be engagement, and there should always be, and I think in that sort of circumstances, I think the Minister would have no difficulty. That's my understanding. I haven't spoken to the Minister in relation to this. But there is an issue there, and let's not pretend it's all, there's no one boycotting as the opposition deputies have asserted, oh, boycott. It's not that. And I think people know what's happening here, and there's a better way of doing things, I would respectfully suggest. And also in respect of the commentary of Deputy Brabazon, I would agree 100% that we need to reduce paperwork, we need to create greater flexibility. We're endeavouring to do that with the rollout of technology and facial recognition and so on. I think that's very important. And also in terms of greater facilities and resources. And in terms of Deputy Mordoku, again, you referenced the divisional structure. It's an operational decision by the Commissioner. I hear your views in respect of that, and in terms of the community safety partnerships and the need for those to be rolled out. Deputy Coppinger, Deputy Murphy, again used the phrase liars, and the Minister never used that phrase about anybody. And I think it's wrong to suggest that the Minister called people a liar. He didn't. And I would argue that the Gardaí have strenuously denied the allegations that were asserted in this House. Strenuously denied it, and issued statements to that effect. And the Minister took the allegations very seriously. Of course, it's open for complaints to be made to FISRU, which is an independent body which can hear any allegations in respect of An Garda Síochána or members of An Garda Síochána. There are women in An Garda Síochána too, Deputy Coppinger. And it's not so. Women in An Garda Síochána have every right to be believed as well. And I'm not making any comment on individuals here, but I just would make that point. And there was a strong refutation of the allegations that were made in this House in respect of members of An Garda Síochána who had no right to defend themselves in this House, who don't have that right and who don't have that obligation. Or sorry, they don't have that facility. And you did assert that they committed stuff and made offences that they would strenuously deny. And the context would be strenuously denied. I have to say
Thank you, Taoiseach.
And yes, FISRU is there then. FISRU is there then to
we have to move on
follow
because
that.
We're out of time on Taoiseach's questions, so I'm asking to conclude on this.
Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.